Good morning, students. So we are back with one more poem. In today's class, we are going to start a poem from the book First Flight. The name of poem is The Ball Poem, and the poet is John Denman. First, we will discuss about the title, The Ball Poem. In this poem, the poet is saying that one boy has lost a ball, and as he had departed from the ball, he is feeling very pain. He is in deep sorrow and grief. So, poet is trying to explain the pain and grief of a boy who had lost his ball, who became very much upset after losing his ball. Actually, in this poem, ball is symbol of a responsibility or belongings or some possession. So we will do one thing. The symbolic meaning of ball that we can explain in more detail in the concluding part of this paragraph. So first we will read the poem. We will discuss the hard words and poetic devices used in this poem. Okay, students? So take your book and we will start the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merely bouncing down the street and then merely over. There it is in the water. Now we are discussing the meanings of first four line. Word merely means word merrily means cheerfully, casually, है merrily means cheerfully or casually. First we will discuss the first two lines. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go. You can see that the first two lines is having the same meaning. The word what is repeated 3 times in the first two lines. By this line, the poet is saying about the helpless condition of the boy, because what poet is showing that the poet had seen the boy, that he was just sitting. The boy may be playing with the ball, and what happened? It jumped from his hand, merrily bouncing, as ball is an object which will have a circular motion and that will keep moving. So when the ball jumped from his hand, it never stopped, it was jumped, it was bouncing, and finally it is in the water. Here water may be a pond, maybe a river, or maybe some other source of water from where the boy cannot take the ball back. So poet is saying that what is the condition of boy? Means as boy was just looking at the ball, it suddenly jumped from his hand, and without stopping in any of the point, that directly went in the water. While all this thing was happening, the poet was standing there and observing the condition of the boy. Maybe the boy is the son of the poet, but actually you cannot 100% predict it, but it may be in this poem. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into a harbor where his ball went. So now we are discussing the next 4 lines. Shaking grief, sixth line, shaking grief. It is a compound form and it means pain, मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा बुरा लगा. Rigid मतलब fixed. And harbor means port, मतलब किनारा बोल सकते हैं. Okay, now we will discuss the meaning of these lines. The poet is saying that basically when what happened, you might have observed or you might know that, means आपके भी साथ कई बार ऐसा बचपन में हुआ होगा you lost your something, you lost your ball, you lost your pen, or anything you lost, है ना. So what your father or your friends or parents try to do, they try to console you. वो आपको मनाने की कोशिश करते हैं कि छोड़ दो बेटा, ये चला गया, तुमको और ऐसे बहुत सारे मिलेंगे, and so in this way they try to console you, है ना. So what the poet is saying, he is saying that no use of such consoling, that oh there are other balls, means ये ball चला गया, you have some other ball. According to poet, there is no use of saying such words, because an ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy, as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into a harbor where his ball went. The reason poet is saying that there is no use of consoling this boy, because the boy is in deep pain. Shaking grief मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा बुरा लगता है boy को, because he had lost his ball. मे बी आपके साथ ही बहुत कॉमन होगा कि आप क्रिकेट खेलते होंगे, बॉल का इधर चला गया उधर चला गया, एंड यू आर नॉट वरीड, आपको दूसरा बॉल मिल जाता है. बट दिस बॉय इज फीलिंग वेरी मच पेन, इज नॉट एबल टू डू एनीथिंग, एंड ही इज सेइंग दैट, द पोएट इज सेइंग दैट ऑल हिज डे इज लॉस्ट. व्हाई ऑल हिज डे इज लॉस्ट? बिकॉज थ्रू आउट द डे द बॉय वाज लुकिंग एट द हार्बर और पोर्ट, मतलब वो किनारा जहाँ पे वो वाटर सोर्स जुड़ा हुआ था. द बॉय वाज स्टैंडिंग देयर एंड ही वाज कंटिन्यूअसली the grief of his lost ball. Basically, as I had said, that for you it may be a very common thing that you have lost a ball and within soon you will get the other ball. But here this boy is in deep regret and deep pain because he had lost his ball in the water. Now we will discuss the next part. I will not intrude on him a dime. Another ball is worthless. Now he sends first responsibility. In a world of possession, people will take balls and balls will be lost always, little boy. So basically the poet is explaining that why he is not consoling the boy. So that also we will see. First we will discuss the hard words. Word intrude. Intrude means unwelcome situation. Means ऐसा situation जो सोचा नहीं था, suddenly came. Then dime, di dime means it is a currency, US, that means 10 cents. एक currency का नाम है dime. Worthless means without value, of no value. Possessions means belonging, means your possession means your pen, your copy, and your materials. Okay, now we will discuss the meaning. The poet is saying that this is an unwelcomed situation, means where no one can do anything. Although that currency can give him his ball, but that ball is of no value. Why that ball is of no value? Because our boy in this poem, he wanted the same ball which is now in the water. Means कई बार आपके साथ ऐसा होता है कि नहीं मुझे ये बाइक चाहिए, नहीं मुझे यही बाइक चाहिए, I don't want any other bike. So maybe the other bike which your parents is offering to you, or other mobile which your parents are offering to you, that is also valuable, that is also very expensive, but you want the same one which you want. So this is the condition of our boy in this class. He wants the same ball which is now in the water, and it is not possible for anyone to take that ball, to give that ball to the boy. Then the poet is saying that in the world of possession, people will take balls and balls. You can see that this word is repeated. Balls and balls will be lost always, little boy. So finally you can see that the poet is trying to console the boy. And what the poet is saying, a ball is just like a responsibility, है ना. Boy जो ball है एक responsibility की जैसे. And in this world of possessions, world of possession means we believe that this world is of possession. That means we all own something. I have my own book. You students have your own book. So that is our possession. So what poet is saying that in this world of possession, so many people will come and they will try to take your ball and ball. The word is repeated, ball and ball. It means the things which you are having. So what actually poet is saying to boy, that in your life you will come to come in a situation many times where some people will come and they will take your possession, your belongings. So this is not a new thing in this world. It will happen in every now and then. Now we will discuss the last concluding part of the paragraph. And no one buys a ball bag. Money is external. He is learning well behind desperate eye. The epistemology of loss. How to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days. How to stand up. So it is a concluding and very important part of this poem, where the poet is giving a beautiful conclusion, where poet is drawing a beautiful conclusion, and what he is saying that no one can buy a ball bag. Okay, so what poet is saying, that the thing which is lost, it is lost. Now if you will cry for this thing for a long time, it will not result anything. But what you should do, you should move on in your life. मीन्स कई बार आपके पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर्स भी बोलते हैं कि अगर आपका फर्स्ट पेपर बिगड़ गया, इट्स ओके, यू डोंट वरी फॉर इट, बट व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर मोर फॉर द अदर पेपर so that you can make a patch up for it. So in the same way, the poet is consoling the boy that the ball which is lost. That means the thing which is lost. The responsibility which is lost. But you should not dip yourself in grief, in pain, but you have to work hard so that you can get good things in your life. The word epistemology means loss. The word epistemology means knowledge, and epistemology of loss means nature's law. That nature's law, that what it means, loss something means lost. So poet is trying to make the boy understand that जो चीज चला गया तो चला गया. It is a common loss that happens in the world with everyone. Every one of us may lose some of our belongings, but it never means that we have to be freedom for that. But we should move on and we should come to the new things in our life. In the last two lines, the poet is saying, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. How to stand up. This is the most important part of this paragraph. The poet is saying that if something is lost in your life, something worst had happened in your life, you should never give up. But what you have to do, you have to stand up of your own. मीन्स आपको हमेशा मीन्स जरूरी नहीं कोई आगे आपको समझाए, कोई आपको गाइड करे, कोई आपको मोटिवेट करे. मे बी you are at a point of life where no one is there to come with you and to motivate you. But anyhow, in that circumstances too, you have to be brave and courageous, and you have to come further. The last two lines, one more time I am reading. Knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days. इसका क्या मतलब है कि बहुत सारे लोग इस बात को आप सबको इस बात को एक दिन समझना होगा, और बहुत सारे लोग इस बात को जानते होंगे. मीन्स लास्ट लाइन सेज एवरी मैन मस्ट वन डे नो. दैट मीन्स हर एक इंसान को एक दिन इसको समझना चाहिए. द सेकेंड लाइन, एंड मोस्ट नोस मैनी डेज. दैट मीन्स बहुत सारे लोगों को ये बात पहले से ही समझ में आ चुकी है. एंड दोज हु अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग, they can move forward in their life. So in this way, this poem is completed. We don't have a uniform rhyming scheme in this poem. Okay students, there is no uniform rhyming scheme in this poem, but one poetic device or literary device is used. It is alliteration. alliteration. Alliteration क्या होता है? Many times we have discussed. That means एक single line में एक ही अल्फाबेट से शुरू होने वाले एक से ज्यादा वर्ड्स होते हैं. So that we will discuss. You can see in the last fifth line, and no one buys a ball bag. So you can see that three words start with B. That is buys, ball, bag. So these three words are one pair of alliteration. Apart from this, the last second line of the poem, knowing what every man must one day knows. Man and must. Both the words are starting with M. So this is also pair of alliteration. So we have two pair of alliterations in this poem. So poem is discussed. Now we can write word meanings and question answers. So students, we have discussed the poem and word meanings. So after writing the word meanings, we have to write the question answers. Right now we will discuss it, and after the class you can write the question answers. Okay students, we will be explaining in this class. Why does the poet say, I will not intrude on him? Why does not he offer him money to buy another ball? So the question is that why the poet had not tried to console the boy and give the money so that he can purchase the other thing. So answer can be written like this. The poet wants the boy to experience the loss. He should learn that it is part of his life. That's why the poet does not want to interfere the boy and does not want to offer him money to buy another ball. As हम हमेशा कहते हैं कि the first step of success is failure और failure is first step of success. So what our poet is trying to do, the poet is trying to make the boy realize that nothing is permanent in the world. That today you may be coming first in your class, but it never means that throughout the life you will be having the first position. Maybe if you stop working hard, your position may be degraded. So in this way, the poet is trying to make this boy aware of failures and losses in the life. Second question, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. Do you think the boy has had the ball for a long time? Is it linked to the memories of days when he played with it? Yes, it seems like the boy had the ball for a long time. When it bounced into the water, all his memories of the day of childhood flashed in the front of him. This led to realization that those moments would not come back just like the ball. He can buy the new balls and similarly create the new moment, but those that are gone would not be returned. So definitely when something which is very close to you, maybe you have your luckiest pen, and what happens if it is lost? You will be in deep pain. The reason is that you are very much attached to that pen. ऐसा नहीं कि आप दूसरे पेन से लिख नहीं सकते. Definitely you can write. Even you can get more expensive pen in your life, but still that connection with that pen, it will be there. So exactly same is the condition of boy, है ना? Maybe that boy used to play every day with that ball. Maybe some memories of his childhood attached with that ball. Maybe this ball may be gifted with someone very special. So because of all such reason, he was engaged. He was in great grief and he was feeling very sad. Next question, what does in the word of possession mean? Possession means belongings. In the world of possession means people like to possess all sorts of things in the world. Money is external because it can buy material object. It cannot buy everything that one loses. So what poet is trying to say, in the world of possession, that means according to poet, money is something external, means वो हमारे हाथ में नहीं है. But if we have money, we can purchase all those things which we have lost. So you can take it in other way. Means अगर आपके पास कुछ नहीं है and आप बहुत हार्ड वर्क करेंगे, तो आप वो सब खरीद सकते हैं जो आपके पास नहीं है. So it's not necessary the poet is talking about money. He may be talking about the hard working. That with hard work you can achieve anything. Like with money you can purchase anything. Next question. Do you think the boy has lost anything earlier? Pick out the words that suggest the answer. No, it seems that the boy had not lost anything earlier. The word that suggests so are sense first responsibility in the world of possession. One more time I am reading that sentence. Sense first responsibility in the world of possession. So poet is trying to console that boy that if the ball is lost, it's okay. It's not, maybe for the boy it is first time, but it is not the last time. So many things are going to happen in the world. So many things will come to your life. So many things will be gone from your head. So in this way you can understand that it may be first time. That is the reason he is feeling very much painful. As I had given the example, cricket खेलते वक्त आपके हाथ से बॉल चला जाता है. That is very common. You don't have any reverence or any grief or any pain. But if something which is connected to you, it is lost, definitely you will be feeling very bad. Next question. What does the poet say the boy is learning from the loss of ball? Try to explain this in. So students, we were discussing the question answers of ball poem, question number 4. What does the poet say the boy is learning from the loss of the ball? Try to explain this in your own word. So first I will read the one model answer, and if you want you can write it same, or if you want you can write the answer which is given in the link, and if you want you can write answers by your own. But I prefer that you write the answers which is given in the link. No, it seems that the boy had not lost anything earlier. The word that suggests so are sense first responsibility in the world of possession. So basically in this poem you can see that the boy is very much attached to the ball. As I had given one example, suppose you are playing cricket. It's very common thing that ball will go and we have to get the new ball. But it may be our child's first ball. It may be his first ball. That is the reason he is very much concerned about it, and he is feeling very bad for that ball. So in this way you can write your answer, you can frame your answer. Last question. Have you ever lost something you liked very much? Write a paragraph describing how you felt then and saying whether and how and you got over your loss. So basically for us, we are in a condition, we have lost so many things. Sometimes some responsibilities which was handed over to us, even that we are not able to do in a good way. So maybe it is, this kind of loss is not a new for us, but in this question what you have to do, you have to just think of one loss that happened in your life and what was your stand when it happened, how your parents and how your friends try to console you, and whether you are able to recover that loss. All these things you have to write. So in this way our chapter is finished. We have read the poem, discussed all hard words, we had discussed the explanation part, and one literary device which was used, alliteration and poetic license. Both the things we have discussed, question answers too. So now students, it's your time. What you have to do, you have to write the question answers of this chapter in your copy, and if you have any doubt you can write it in the comment box. Okay students, thank you.